She's not even doing anything.
Yeah, but she's bad though.
Yeah, I hate when you just use your looks to fake a talent.
Hey, that's all good. She's bad. Don't lie. Nah, she's bad though. She's bad.
Do you follow her?
No, but I just
Yeah.
saw that she's not.
Nah, man. If you look good, but you don't work hard,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Nah, she was working hard because she had to take that TikTok how many times, bro?
That's probably not even her sound.
You know what's crazy though?
What?
I saw this one YouTuber on their to-do list.
Yeah.
It's literally like film a video, make a TikTok, learn the dance, and then that was their whole to-do list for one day.
Ugh.
Bro, I was like,
What is that?
but just imagine cause one TikTok, right? That's a day's worth of work. And it could probably get you like more money than someone that's actually doing work, which is crazy.
Dude, you know what?
Yeah.
I reckon like I understand freelancing life, and I
Yep.
understand that in freelance life, like you have to literally make your own to-do list.
Yep.
But for one TikTok dance to be your whole day, bro.
Bro, you
That-
never know. They might not be a dancer, dude. It could take like ages to learn a TikTok dance.
It's 24 hours, man. 8 of those hours you spend sleeping, and the rest you're just working on the TikTok. Dude, that's bad, man.
I would understand it if their TikTok videos are like the high quality TikToks. Like, you know, those filmmakers that do
Yeah,
like,
see those TikToks,
Yeah,
I
those are
understand.
always- yeah,
like
yeah.
that takes like with all those like transitions and
Yeah.
effects,
yeah,
like the ones that actually put a lot of work in it. Those must be like really, really hard to do, and I
Mm.
don't blame them if it takes a whole day.
yeah.
So
Yeah, it is.
I just I had a man. You know what? I have a really bad habit.
Yeah.
Ever since this freelancing thing, it's been really cool, but like a downfall.
You're not sleeping properly?
Yeah, man. My
Yeah,
sleeping
what's that?
pattern is F. So
Mm.
I had a morning class, a 2-hour morning class today.
Yeah.
At 8:55 to 10:55.
Mm.
But man, them fell asleep at like 3:30. I was like, why?
Why would you put yourself through that?
I don't know. Like I literally I lay there.
Yeah.
I'm lying to myself, dude. I'm like on my phone or on YouTube, and then when I actually try to go sleep, I don't know if you do this, but sometimes do you do like the 700 position changes in your sleeping
Like,
you
before I sleep or when I sleep?
before you fall asleep? Like you're literally trying to fall asleep so much, and you keep changing position because,
Nah.
oh, dude, that's me, bro. I'm always changing position, like on my side, in my stomach, in my back, and I'm like trying to find the right position to fall asleep, and it's so bad.
Bro, honestly, I think it's because, bro, just try reading a book before you fall asleep. I know it sounds like, I know you won't do it there, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
I'm just
But
saying.
it's a good idea,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna do it. Let's be real.
Because your brain is so stimulated before you go to sleep when you watch all that shit.
Yeah.
And you only fall asleep after you're like tired of consuming it.
Yeah.
You know, like until you're like, oh, I can't do this anymore. Then you fall asleep.
I actually try to use it.
Yeah.
As a reverse, and it's worked a few times where I've had minimal sleep,
Yeah.
like a 4-hour sleep, 5-hour sleep.
Yeah.
I'll wake up and be like, okay, I'm dead tired.
Mm.
I'll do what I need to do early in the morning.
Yeah.
But then instead of coming back home and napping, I will force myself to stay up.
Mm.
That when it comes time for sleep time,
Yeah.
I just crash out and die.
Yeah. Did it
And
work?
it's worked a few times, and then there's times when I overstay up, and I'm like, what am I doing, bro? What is going on?
Bro, what are you doing? How do you have that much energy?
But you know why? It's because
Why?
I think I am nocturnal. I think I am a night owl. I tend to usually stay up at night, or it's because I've possibly messed up my sleeping pattern ages ago.
Yep,
and I
that's probably
haven't
why.
fixed it properly.
I'd say that's why. Because you reckon before when you're teaching full time, you'd wake up at an appropriate time, right?
Oh, bro, I was still sleeping bad then.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You're bad.
I know,
You're
bro.
actually
It's-
bad.
And you know what? You know what?
What?
This habit did not start just recently.
Mm.
Dude, this habit's been since high school, bro. When button phones and slide up phones was around, Motorola's.
Well, the real question is, do you want to change that habit?
Yes.
But do you actually want to change it?
No. The answer is yes. I do want to change it,
Yeah.
but the honest answer is I'm struggling to change it, and I know
Okay.
it's not hard to change it for some people,
Yeah.
but for someone like myself, I'm making gains. So slowly but surely,
Yeah.
I'm slowly sleeping a little bit better. Like I kind of messed up a little bit last night, falling asleep at like around 3, struggling,
Yeah.
but then that's one night off like the other couple days where I've been having great sleep,
Okay.
and I've been able to jam and all of that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, really? Have you been jamming?
Yeah, so like for the past couple of days, I've actually been. Oh, sorry. Damn, I said the wrong word. Not jamming, exercising. So for the past couple of
Oh,
days,
nice.
I've been waking up,
Yeah.
and just before my morning shower,
Yeah.
my wake up shower, I actually go to the garage and I just do a quick 15-minute workout.
Nice.
Yeah, so like couple press ups,
Yeah.
diamonds, wides,
Oh. Wow.
some curl ups,
Yeah.
Russian bicycles. No,
Damn.
is that Russian bicycle?
I don't know.
The one that go like that and you just keep side to side. Is that
Oh,
a
I
Russian-
don't know what that's called.
I think it's bicycle kicks, something like that. Yeah. And just some squats and stuff. Just trying to keep my I'm not doing a crazy workout,
Yeah.
but I'm just doing something that makes my body go, oh, okay, cool. You're looking after me. Like,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that. I do that too. You know what I found weird though? Because I've been on the exercise buzz too. And I'm always like, you see these workout gurus and everybody, they're giving out free workouts online.
Yeah.
And they're saying every name for a workout. Like, oh, this is diamond push-ups, this is
Yeah,
mountain climbers, this is
Yeah.
toe touches, sit-ups and whatnot. But then like I tried translating that into dance world where we're so lazy that we don't even know the names for like moves.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when you work out, there's actually a name for every workout, bro.
yeah, it
That's
actually is.
crazy.
There actually is. Even weird ones that you never thought would have a name
Yeah.
have a name.
Mm.
And they usually sometimes it's just names of the actual action,
Yeah.
which is kind of weird.
It's
Oh.
literally just like what bicep curls.
Yeah, bicep.
Your bicep
curls.
is curling.
Yeah, it's like, but there's no literal thought into that.
Mm.
That going off like branching out of that topic
Yeah.
and taking the topic from that, the subtopic, which is original names.
Yeah.
If there's something I've noticed is that sometimes I kind of find some rapper names a little bit, or artist names a little bit unoriginal.
Like who? Like all the young or
Like like you have like
ASAP or
for example, if you walked up to 50 Cent and you said,
Yeah.
why is your name 50 Cent?
Yep.
I have a feeling that he would give like this long ass answer like,
Yeah.
I used to make $1 or something like that. Like he'll bring out all these answers.
Okay, yeah.
But then if you like walk up to some guy like young, you know how they have those young
Yeah.
young something.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that they will just say, yeah, it just sounds cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like, this is a weird question. Is Justin Bieber's name Justin Bieber?
It is.
It is he.
Yeah.
Wait, is Bieber Bieber?
No, Bieber is his original name, I think. Yeah.
So his name is Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I don't think that's a stage name, man. I think that's his actual name.
Right. Okay. Cool. Sweet.
But I do know that sometimes when people from overseas, like countries like Germany, or like where they have like a really hard to say last name, that they'll switch it to an easy to say stage name so that they can go more international, so it's easy branding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But is Usher's name Usher? Bro.
I don't think Usher's name is Usher. See, but for my whole life,
Yeah.
like we take on these we take on these stage names so much that
Yeah.
I don't even know what Usher's real name is. Like, you know, Neo. Is his name actually Neo?
Is Luda's name Ludacris? I don't think it is, right?
I think it's like
Luda.
Christopher. I think the Chris part is
Ah.
his actual name or something like that. But see, like, and that translates to us in dance and
Yeah.
even me in dance.
Yeah.
You know, some people know me as Happy Feet and don't even know my name is John.
I mean, that was me at first. I didn't know your name was John. I just called you Happy Feet because I saw you on New Zealand's Got Talent.
Yeah, true.
Uh,
Yeah, but even now,
it still
like,
haunts you, eh?
if that's back then,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's cool. I was on New Zealand's Got Talent. It was still fresh.
Mm.
Everyone's still calling me that. But like, we're skipping forward like 6-7 years now,
Mm.
and there's some people that actually don't know what my real name is, and that part,
Did I know you're Samoan name?
no, they didn't. They
Ah.
just don't know me as anything besides Happy Feet, and that is
Does that make you feel a certain type of way though? Because you do, like, let's face it, like, you spend most of your time dancing. Dancing is your career at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big part of your identity. So it's Happy Feet, being known as Happy Feet.
I
Not
don't
bad.
think it's a bad thing,
Yeah.
but if we're talking outside of dance, but
Mm.
you only know me for the dance,
Yeah.
it's not a bad thing, but it's also not a good thing.
Do you care because it's people that you're close with, or like that are like relatively close with that
No,
only know you as
I
Happy Feet?
care because it's my name that was given to me by my parents.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
You know, it's
Facts.
like imagine if like us as a group of friends we gave you a nickname
Yeah.
like Dillies,
Yeah. Hi.
and then imagine if every time I saw you
Yeah.
I called you Dillies, and then that was cool.
Yeah.
Dance events called you Dillies,
Mm.
but then imagine if like in normal day-to-day life and even at
Yeah,
special
yeah.
events, like let's say
Like
I'm
what?
just spitballing here, but let's say at
funeral.
your funeral,
Yeah.
at a funeral or at your wedding or something,
Yeah.
I call you Dillies still, and you're like, bro, like at some point,
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, bro, like
Bro,
honestly, bro, like in front of my family, G, just call me Andy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, in front of my mom and my mom, my dad, my grandma, all of that, like
Mm.
you can call me Andy, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you mean, Dillies? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like at one point, you're gonna be like, gee, can you just call me by my actual
Yo,
name?
hard. Bro, do you reckon if you didn't have the name John, what name would you have? But it can't be your other name as well.
Ah, man, if I had a choice,
Have you had that talk with your parents? Like, did they ever think of naming you something different, or did they just see you and like John?
no. John is biblical.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a biblical choice name. So John,
Yeah.
from John the Baptist. But if I had a choice, or if I was to just like guess and look at myself and be like, I think I look like a.
Sione.
Man, that's racist, bro.
I know.
No,
it
that's
is.
not racist. That's stereotypical. But that's also true. But Sione is not Samoan. Sione
Tongan.
is Tongan.
Yeah.
For
I just
all
thought it'd
you-
be more funny if I just
For
said.
all yous that watch Sione's wedding and think that that's a Samoan name.
Yeah.
Anyways, what do I look like? What do you think I look like?
Wait, look at me. Maybe like a. I don't know.
I was thinking like a David.
a David.
Nah,
I was thinking like a Samuel or something. Eh?
really? Samuel.
I don't know. It's something about your eyes. Eh?
Samuel's a cool name. I just
Yeah.
don't like the other half of it, like the mule. That part. Like
Mule?
Sam is cool,
Yeah.
and then Samuel's alright, but then there's that mule part. It's just, yeah.
I don't know. Something about your eyes just screamed like Samuel to me or something. Yeah.
Is it because there's an Asian kid named Samuel?
No, it's because I feel like like your eyes plus
The
your
Asian
skin-
kid named Samuel. You know what?
Yeah.
I have an explanation for these kind of chingy
Yeah.
eyes,
Go.
and that is my grandmother
Uh-huh.
is part Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you were telling me when we were trying to figure out we were talking, it was me, John and Millie all on the table, and we were talking about the difference between a Tongan and a Samoan.
Mm.
And do you want to explain it to them?
Yes,
Mm.
this is just my theory, and also kind of like my what I've noticed.
Mm.
Some people may not look like the description I'm giving, but I promise, hopefully that most of us and most of Tongans do. The description I said, for all you people that non-Polynesians that can't tell the difference between Tongans and Samoans, is you look at the eyes.
Mm.
And my theory is that Samoans actually have more chingier eyes than Tongans. Now, in saying that, it doesn't mean that all Samoans have chingier eyes than Tongans, because I've actually met Tongans with quite chingy eyes.
Yeah.
But if I did a ratio, that was like 1 to 3. So that meant that there was still a lot of Tongans that didn't have as chingy eyes as some Tongans, but there were more Samoans that had chingier eyes than the Samoans that didn't. And that was my way. So if you ever meet like a Polynesian and you're like, I don't know what you are,
Yeah.
then you just hit them with the look at their eyes.
Mm.
Oh yeah, kind of chingy. Are you Samoan? Samoan. Are you Samoan?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, how'd you know? And you just make up some random, like, I could just tell by your arms and stuff.
Ah, Buzzy.
But if you're wrong either way,
Yeah.
like if you're like, are you Samoan? And they're like, no. Like, oh, Tongan, no. Then I can't tell any other cultures. Because even I look at some people and I'm like, you're Niuean, eh? And they're like, nah, I'm
Real.
Cook Islander. It's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then, yeah, I still get mixed up. Actually, matter of fact, I not only Polynesians, I get mixed up with everyone, even
Yeah,
Asians.
hard.
Sometimes I can't tell Asians apart.
It's a bit easy if you do it by like mannerisms and skin color. Usually Filipinos are more out there. I feel like
Really?
Filipinos are more like talented. They're more like performance based. Like a lot of the Filipinos I meet, they're like obviously like physical wise they got like more darker toned skin, but they're also more like outgoing. They're like
Filipinos,
Yeah.
tell you, this is a question about a stereotype.
Yeah.
Is it true that a lot of Filipinos love karaoke?
yeah, but I feel like that's true with like a lot of Asians though. I think Asians just love karaoke in general.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough, fair enough.
But bro, you know
Karaoke.
a story about that that Chingy reference, right?
Yeah.
The chingy eyes, right? So, bro, here's the funniest thing, right? Because as an Asian, like you'd expect me to have chingy eyes, but my eyes are actually pretty big for an Asian.
Yep.
I remember back in primary school when I met my best friend Tommy. At the time, he wasn't my best friend, and he called me like fish eyes. Like back in primary,
Right.
and this was like before we were even friends. So like I'm out here with like my big eyes as an Asian, right?
Yeah.
So I feel kind of out of place, and
Yeah.
then fast forwarding that in high school, because I went to Manurewa, and that's in Southside, and obviously if you're in Southside, naturally the school is gonna be like 90%, 95% Polynesian,
Yeah.
which is all goods, you know. Like look, Polynesian's my friend.
Yeah.
So, and it'd be funny as because sometimes like Polynesian banter is always like, you know, they like to mock each other, and
yeah,
and
they
then
could
it's
go ham, yeah.
sometimes it's all good, sometimes it's like a bit overboard.
Yeah.
I don't know where they draw the line. I don't know where it stops at home, or I don't know.
I
But
don't, yeah.
like the funniest thing is when like sometimes they had chingy eyes at me. They're like, "Yo, sup, chink?" I'll be like, "Bro, you got chingy eyes at me, bro. What are you up
Yeah,
to, bro?"
it's weird, eh?
Yeah, it's like, bro.
It's like, why are you calling me chink?
Yeah.
But you're more chinkier than me. It's like, yeah, that's a bit confusing.
My favorite thing was when you fire back and then they're like, "Oh, serious, guys."
Yeah,
Like, chink.
yeah. Islanders have this tendency to shoot, but if you're non-Polynesian or non-Islander,
Yep.
and you shoot back and it's a good shot,
Mm.
like your roast was actually at the level or even a bit more,
Yep.
it can actually like bring them down a notch, like humble them. Because then sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, and this is me talking from experience,
Yeah.
sometimes Islanders can come off a bit confident, maybe a bit too loud and stuff, and that's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're non-Polynesian and you shoot back and that roast is good, bro, gee, you are officially a part of the family. That's for sure.
That's wrong. That's false. I'll tell you why, right?
Why?
You're either part of the family or afterwards they're like, "Gee, what else?"
Yeah,
it's like,
oh, wait, yeah, true. Actually, let me take that back. You're a part of the family, or you cut them so deep they step you out like later on.
You need to read the room, man. You
Yeah.
actually need to read the
Just
room.
make sure make sure everyone laughs, because if you say the roast
Yeah,
and then no one laughs, but he still gets cut,
yeah.
and he sees that no one else is cracking up at your joke, then it's an attack. But if you say a roast and then everyone's laughing and he's the only one that doesn't laugh, then he'll realize, okay, yeah, it's just a joke because everyone else is cracking up. But
You gotta pick your fights, because
Yeah.
sometimes it's also just like as a male thing. Sometimes egos is like really
testosterone is high.
yeah,
Very
and
high.
sometimes you don't want to poke the wrong bear.
Question: at MH,
Yeah.
your experience in Manila High School,
Yeah.
how high was the testosterone there?
And during my time that I was there, like a lot, because I remember there's like so Manuel is kind of like a sports/arts orientated school, I'd say. I'd say academic wise, we don't really do that well academically, due to the culture of the people that come to our school,
Yeah.
and also just like a lot of people are more prioritized with money than they are with career.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I think money is more of an immediate factor. They're like, okay, I need to make money because I'm coming to school. My parents are trying to support me. Like, I just need to get my education and get a job.
No. Yeah.
So that's one route where they're not really too focused on education. So that's why most of our resources, I feel like, are geared more towards arts. So in that sense, right, arts and sports, I've seen some people that are like professional sports people now,
Oh yeah.
like
definitely,
rugby players or whatever.
Yeah.
But back in the day, they used to bully people,
Yeah.
and they even used to like bully like me. And it sucks, because sometimes you see how good they're doing now, but you realize how much of a dick they were before, and you're like, bro, like,
yeah. True.
I wonder what made them change their ways. But I definitely experienced like heaps of testosterone, and the boys were like, cause it like only recently has like mental health and talk to me and everything been like really like talked about.
Yeah.
Because before it wasn't really a thing. Before the culture was the same. Like nothing changed people that much. But since social media has been booming, and these last like 4 years, like booming,
Yeah.
now people are like, oh, okay, we should like be careful about what we say. But now I don't know if it's because, are you trying to be careful about what you say because you care about others or because you care about yourself?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is very, very true.
You were teaching at Mineral last year. For those of you that don't know, I'm with John Vaifale, aka Happy Feet,
What's up, everybody?
aka Loose Change Organizer. And yeah, last year he used to work at Mineral High School as a dance teacher.
Yes.
Right, that was your job, right?
Yep.
So did you experience any of that culture at school, or was it all good? Because I know when I left, the culture was starting to get better. That testosterone started to leave, but is it still the same?
In my experience of teaching at Rewa last year, which was an amazing experience, shout out to everyone in Rewa, both the students and the staff, because everyone was amazing there. I think what you said is true. Yeah, I think around the time you left, the culture started changing, started getting better. The kids were getting better.
Yep.
Obviously, there's no perfect school, so you're still gonna have those little like naughty ones that are gonna be mucking around and stuff. But like overall, everyone was pretty good. Like, yeah. Like I didn't really come across any really crazy behavior. Yeah. But I did come across your usual like naughty kids in class. And also the seniors were very like, even the rugby seniors, they weren't like kind of disrespectful. Yeah. But they were very, 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 very playful. Like very playful, like to crack a joke, muck around and stuff. Sometimes they come to the dance studio, they just stand there, watch, crack a joke, and I know that they're just boys being boys. Yeah. But then they didn't do anything super out of it, where like they didn't like grab a bag or something or whatever, you know, or disrupt everyone like completely. They would just be there and then leave. Yeah. And I think the culture there is all good now. But that's now. I was never there any year before last year or even the year before. Like I'd come from time to time. to do guest tutoring, but
Mm.
yeah.
Okay, here's a fun story. Okay, let's take it back to high school years. Okay, try to think of like a few stories that were pretty bad that you saw in school. I'll start, G. Okay, all of these,
In our own schools.
yeah, in our own school. So
Oh,
this is
yeah,
De La Salle for you.
yeah,
Oh, La Salle College, right?
Yep.
That's pro. So, back in the day, so there was these two dudes in my dance class, and obviously, like, I would never interact with these dudes, but because they took dance, a lot of people take dance because it's easy credits.
Yeah, true.
Let's not lie, it's easy credits, which is fine. So, these two dudes, I'd never be in the same class with them, but in this situation, I'm in the same class.
Yeah, yeah.
But one of them's ripping Bloods and the other one's ripping Crips, and
yeah,
they were like hard out about their gangs.
yeah.
And then like one day during like dance period, they both went outside and they had like a scrap there. And then like their whole mobs of friends came along too and started
Yeah.
like turning into this big like mob rush. And I was like, bro, what the fuck's going on, G? Like, you remember World Star back in the day?
Yeah, yeah.
It was like World Star Hip Hop.
yeah.
Oh, we got on World Star Hip Hop a few times.
I
remember.
think you did, but
Yeah.
carry on.
And then so that was one story. And then another story was like in year 9 we'd watch movies for dance.
Yeah.
And then this one girl, right? She had like alcohol in like a Coke bottle, and like she was trying to be all hard drinking it, and then she ended up puking like right outside the dance room. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why are you drinking alcohol at school?
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, year 9, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like the culture was actually like, it was actually pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then last story was, oh yeah, a student stole one of the So if you're a guest tutor,
Yeah.
a student stole one of their wallets, and then the guest tutor wanted to step him out.
Oh, really?
Yo, and then it turned into this big ass like fiasco, and I think he put a hole in the wall because he was angry that someone stole his wallet. And
I
bro,
wonder who the guest tutor was.
I can tell you after, but I can't say it on air.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
But
yeah.
bro, it was-
word.
Yeah, those are my worst stories there. What about you?
Shucks. LaSalle for me didn't have much bad. Okay, not that it's a perfect school.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Okay, there was one time.
Mm.
So for those who don't know LaSalle College or
Yeah.
De La Salle,
Mm.
it's a intermediate, or it's a all boys intermediate and high school. So you're actually, for us LaSallians, we get really connected to our school because we spend 7 years, not 5 years. We spend 7 years that's almost a decade.
Is it still all boys now?
Yeah, still all
Oh,
boys.
real?
It's been opened up 1950s and all of that stuff. But yeah, we get so connected to our school because we spend 7 years there. So that's 7 years, and that's 7 years with your form.
Yep.
That you start with. So that's a long time.
Yo, that's a long time.
So
G.
that's why when they talk
Wow.
about that brotherhood,
Yeah.
that's the brotherhood you're talking about because you
Wow.
spend so long with those guys. But there was one time in year 8.
Yeah.
We were lining up for PE. And
Yeah.
there was this guy in my class, and I just wanted to do PE and play around, but we had to stay outside and stay lined up because people kept talking and stuff, and my
bruh.
PE teacher was just like, nah, you're not going inside and getting changed, we're not doing anything until you guys are all quiet. And everyone kept like shushing each other, and it was annoying. And then just when we were about to be quiet, like everyone was calming down, I was like, yeah, sweet, everyone's shutting up. And I was sitting there, and then there's one of the kids in the line, he like freaking made a noise.
Yeah.
And then we were just about to go in, and the teacher was like, nah, you know what? Everyone stay out here. And then I was like, bro, what the hell, G? And I turned to him and I was like, G, shut up.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and goes, oh, what?
Oh.
And then I was like, what? Yeah.
Were you
Yeah.
confrontational? Were you confrontational back in the
Okay,
day?
so I wasn't the type to go out looking for a fight.
Gee,
but-
don't lie.
But
Gee, don't
I'm
lie.
not, wait,
Gee.
no.
I've heard some stories. Gee,
I'm
don't
not
lie.
the type to be going out. I'm not the type to be going out looking for a fight.
Yeah.
I'm more the type that when it happens to me, then yeah. But this was one of those times where I was just really angry and annoyed, and I think I just had a bad day. But
God.
I got annoyed, and then like what do you call it? I told him shut up. He was like, oh, what? And then we both collared each other,
Yeah.
and before any punches were thrown, all the boys stepped in and was like, yo, oh god, stop, no.
Oh, yo.
But I was so pissed off at this dude, and I was like, And then someone snitched to our bloody teacher, and then
Yeah.
the teacher held us in for lunchtime, and we had to do the whole like, I'm sorry
Yeah.
for this. But that was annoying. Another time.
Are
was
these
it-
all just fights?
Yeah.
Nah, you're lying, bro. Nah, I don't like go looking for fights though, guys. But
No, okay. I don't have heaps of stories.
yeah.
And also, we don't have dance in my school. So if you
Oh,
want a story, I
real?
could just tell you my whole life story of being a dancer at a school that doesn't dance.
Well, fucking go now.
Long story short, G, being a dancer at a school where they don't have dance,
Yeah.
kind of sucks. The only opportunity I ever had to dance was in drama.
Oh, real.
And we
Yeah.
had a performance in drama that we had to do for assessment, and I just asked my drama teacher, can I just dance instead? And he was like, yeah, but you still need to do a bit of drama and acting. I was like, okay, I'll do a bit of drama and acting, and then I'll just play a song and jam.
Tight.
And so I did that, and I got a mirror, I think.
Yeesh.
But it's really like, because for people who know me now, you
Yeah.
can, and obviously you said it earlier, like
yeah.
dance is a big part of my identity.
Yeah.
But to spend 7 years at a school where dance has nothing, identity.
Yeah.
Identity.
Okay.
Okay.
That's with your left hand, bro. Just so you know.
Oh, then what was I doing?
Identity. There's a B, G.
Oh shucks.
Yeah.
Identity. Yeah, dancing at a school where they didn't have dance is just something else. But it's chill. I mean, besides that, I just did everything else like music. I went hard on my music. I went hard at drama.
Yeah.
I went hard at some other activities in school. Yep. Let's just say I'm trying to say that I wasn't the best at like my other topics besides the artsy ones, but it is what it is.
Yeah, hard.
And my last story is my second to last story. I will cut it short. This family
Yeah.
that was pissed off at our school or something.
At your school, why?
I don't know. I think it was like their son.
Got beaten up.
No, got like I think their son did something, and then got expelled. I think.
Then why would they be pissed?
I think they got pissed off because the student got expelled and not suspended or anything. But then what I heard that the student did something really, really bad.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what it was. But then the family rocks up angry as.
Yeah.
And what do you call it? Oh man, I was there sitting there. I don't know the details, but long story short, this family came and had a scrap with our teachers. Yeah.
like a scrap.
Like a scrap. Like
gee.
Mr. Oh yeah. Well, one of our teachers, I was just about to say his last name. One of our teachers just like came out, was like trying to find out what the hell's happening, and then was trying to calm the guy down.
Yeah.
And then was telling the guy, bro, you need to leave. And then the guy's testosterone was like, you better shut the blah blah up.
Damn.
And then they just started having a scrap. And then the other male family members of that family started jumping in.
Bruh.
And then our seniors jumped in to back up our
Bruh.
teacher. And I was a junior at that time.
Did
I
you
was
jump
only
into?
like, nah, G, I was eating my lunch. Bro, man was only like, I think I was only like year 9 or 10.
Yeah.
But I was just watching. We were all just chilling, eating our lunch. It was lunchtime.
Yo.
The scrap happened, and then female teachers came in, stopped it, and tried to split everyone up. Our seniors were hyped because they were backing up our teacher,
Yo.
and it was crazy.
Damn.
And to this day, I don't know why it happened. And my last story is, I'm not gonna say the school,
Yeah.
but my school was beefing with another school at that time. And then
I think I know this story.
And then when I was at Southmore bus stop
Yeah. Yeah.
after school,
Uh-huh.
and I was just heading home like a normal person would, like a good student, a good child of God.
Okay. Yeah. Alright.
and I was just chilling. There was a few La Salins here around, but
Yeah.
And then at the other school, a whole bunch of boys from the other school rocked up to Southmore and just started rushing anyone in my school uniform.
Yeah.
So there were 2 boys up there. I was at the bus stop. They were at the bridge of the train station. that other school just rocked up and just started scrapping with them. There was like no sup, there was no cheers at us. It was just literally started hooks were being thrown, and those two boys started like fighting for, I wouldn't say their lives, but they were just trying to protect themselves. Then another group came out. There was some, when I saw that,
Yeah.
because I had already known that our schools were beefing, I was like, oh, great. So I turned to the little year 7s that were at the bus stop as well, and I just told them to go wait on the other side of the building here, which is, if you are from Southmore or you know Southside, there's the Southmore bus stop, and then there's the Winds building.
Yeah.
And I just told them to wait on the other side of the Winds building just to be safe. So they were all like, why? And I was just like, just shut up and do it. So they all listened and they left. And then there was like another, there was a year 11, and I remember him trying to run because he made it out of the group, the pack, and tried to run away from the other school.
Yeah.
And I was like praying to God that he was gonna make it. I really hope he could make
Bro,
it.
did he not make it?
He didn't make it.
Oh, shit.
The other one kid from the other
Holy
school
fuck.
jumped down
Holy fuck.
and then managed to grab his shoulder.
Yeah.
It was when he grabbed his shoulder, I do not know what came over me. I did not think about what was gonna happen next.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know what it is. It's like a human reflex when you just, I think it's one of those things where your body just actions before your mind thinks.
Yeah.
So it was one of those moments, and my body just actioned. So I just dropped my bag and I ran to the year 11 from my school, and I grabbed him and pulled him out before they could rush him.
Yeah.
And then I just told him to run. I just like just looked at him and I was just like, run. And then he ran.
So what happened to the other dudes that were chasing him?
Oh yeah, they focused their attention on me.
Bro.
Yeah. And this is and so I turned around and tried my best to do whatever I could. I think I
Damn.
got like one or two of them. Like I got them with a clean in the face. It didn't drop them, but it was just like a boom. And they were like, what the hell? But then I just saw the stick come over and just bang on my head.
Yeah.
And that took me from surprise. And then I just felt another punch and stuff. And then I just dropped to the ground. And then from then on, I don't know if you've ever been rushed before, or if anyone watching this has ever been rushed, but I got rushed.
Damn.
Yeah,
dude.
it was pretty. And it was, and I realized what that stick was.
What?
Because it was near Polyfest time.
Oh.
You know the Tongan group
Yeah,
sticks?
yeah.
Yeah. So that's what that stick
Bruh.
was. Yeah. But yeah. So long story short, I got rushed. Then they all just broke out because the public were like trying to stop it,
Yeah.
and then they all just left. And then they just all magically jumped on their trains and went back.
This is Rewa, right? Rewa jumped you, right?
No,
Real? What? What?
no.
What
no,
other
no,
schools close?
No.
Just for real, it's been too long, bro. It's been how many years?
Yeah, I have nothing against any of these schools anymore. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's here, but
So just say
this school was Wesley
Wesley.
College.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Wesley
yeah.
College was the school that rushed me.
Yeah.
I mean, we're way too old now for that.
Yeah,
But like
hard.
at that time, and even at that time, I didn't care about that. Like I had heard about the beef, and I never cared about it. I was just like, I just heard the boys always talking like, oh yeah, we're beefing with Wesley. Apparently this happened, and now blah blah blah. Now they were beefing and we're at war, and I'm just like, I don't care, bro. Whatever. Like, do you? And then I'm just going home, bro. And then that happens, and I'm like, and apparently it was like a set up ambush. Like they set up that they knew they were gonna come and just look for any Lasallians. But I had like cuts on my lip,
Damn.
swollen cheek, I think a bit of a black eye, and my knuckles were cut and I had to roll them back up and stuff. But the funny part is that I got up, I grabbed my bag, and I jumped on the bus, and I just did my half cut, like, it's just like beep, and I sat on the bus, and you just have it's just so, when I think about it, if there was a camera there recording the inside of the bus, it would just be so funny. You have all these normal people, and you just got this one guy with like a black eye and cut bleeding and stuff, and everyone's just sitting on the bus like just, you know what I mean? And it's just like chilling, bro, but yeah, it's just crazy. And I got off the bus. I limped my way home from the bus stop, which thank God I didn't live far from the bus stop. And when I walked inside my house, the crack up thing, my dad was lying on the couch just watching TV. And I walked in and I looked at my dad, and I think he must have just looked at me. He just looked at that feeling, and he just probably knew what I went through.
Yeah.
He probably connected to that feeling, and he just looked at me and he just said, "Go have a shower, and then come and lie down on the couch."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah," and that's what I did. I had a shower, washed the blood off, jumped on my couch, and was lying there for ages, like not even on my phone or anything. It was just literally just lying there looking at the ceiling,
Like contemplating life.
Not contemplating, just like
Nothing.
just what is it? Thinking about what just happened. Just like wow,
processing.
yeah, processing. That's the one. Just lying there like wow. And then mom came home, cooked dinner, then had dinner, then went to sleep. Then the next day, I was like quite famous amongst everyone.
Damn. As a hero?
I don't think a hero, but I mean the boys didn't even care about the actions I did.
Yeah.
I remember getting to school and they were like, "Dilly, I heard you got rushed," and I was like, "Yeah." And then the first thing they want to know about is, one of my mates from music class was like, "What's it like?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yo, what's it like? What's it like getting rushed?" And I was like, "Bro." Yeah, I just was like, "Do you know how we play Rush as a game?"
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. It's pretty much the same thing as the rushing game, but just they're not fake punches. Like it's real punches and it's real kicks." And they were like, "Far out, that's out of it." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever, bro."
Bro, that's crazy.
And that's my last story of my schooling.
That's crazy because when you think about it, like that culture back in the day was so common, bro.
Oh yeah,
Like people were just mimicking what they saw like above them.
pretty much, bro.
And then like I remember as well, you know, the Roadstar hip hop days, and there were even fight pages dedicated to like school fights.
Yeah.
Do you remember on Facebook?
Yeah.
And people were always like filming and like, oh, they're gonna have a boxing match or whatever. And
the street fights.
yeah, it was way too like, bro, I don't know why people were so angry.
I saw quite a few schools on that from NZ that were on those pages, man. I saw the MH girl fight at the shops.
Yeah,
with the hair pulling and the police.
that was funny.
I saw the I don't know if you guys know this one, but this is a way back Talili versus Afa, which is De La Salle, pretty much De La Salle versus Erdahu College.
Was that the one where they had a fight but then they pieced it out after?
Yeah.
Oh, yo, that was tight. Yeah,
That was an
that one.
honourable fight.
Yeah, that was an
a
honorable
very
fight. Yeah, I like
honourable
that one.
fight.
I like that one.
And also, what was cool about that fight was that when when they would drop,
They
the
gave
other
time.
one, the other one didn't go down and
Yeah,
start
yeah.
rushing them, but
That was
they
a
let
tight
them.
fight.
Yeah, I saw a few schools, but then the thing about it is that it's a norm culture here.
It used to be. Is it still now? I haven't seen it like any fight
Actually-
pages in the.
Actually, sorry, Actually, I think it's still now, but it's more secretive.
Oh.
Or maybe we don't see it because we're not a part of it no more.
Yeah, it's very true. Very true. Yeah.
Because when I was speaking to my cousin who was still in La Salle, he's finished now, but when he was in La Salle, I was asking him like, "Oh, bro, does La Salle like still fight other schools?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course." And I'm like, "Oh, shucks." But I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm not in it no more. You know what I mean? And also because we are focusing on other stuff. Because when you're in school, your life is school.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But once you leave school, everything just like changes.
That's something that I wish I knew earlier, which was like your whole life isn't school. But like, cause if people knew that earlier, like imagine how much time we could invest into like different hobbies outside of school, and like, cause some people already knew that, but then like for everybody that's just goes school and goes home, you know. I'm so sick of that, man. Okay, so you know that time when you got rushed, right?
Yeah.
So did that scar you at all?
No.
Or nah?
No.
So was there any time at school that actually like scarred you, or like that you kind of look back at and be like, oh, that was kind of fucked?
Oh, there's a time that scarred me in school.
Yeah.
Or
Or just like in your childhood, was there a time that like that still kind of gets you to this day, or still kind of get like?
Oh wait, There was this one time I got dumped through text
Oh.
while I was at school.
Oh, bro, fuck. What
And
a bitch.
I was
G.
dating this girl, and you
Yeah.
know what, bro? She was like really, really like,
Oh, was she a baddie?
yeah, Shawty was a little bad.
Yeah.
Nah, she was.
Yeah, let's
she
go.
was. She was
Little
cool.
boo fan.
Bro, and then randomly, this one day she was having a bad day, bro, and she just dumped me through
Oh,
text.
bro.
And I was in music class, and
Yeah.
then she just sent a text, and she was just like, "Sorry, this is not working out." And
Yeah.
I was like, bro, and I sat there in my music class like so confused, bro.
Yeah.
Because I swear that on the beginning of that day we were fine,
Yeah.
and then something happened on their day, and then I think she just took it out on me, and she just dumped me. And then the rest of that day I was like sad, bro. Man's got into his feels,
But did
started
you-
playing like.
Bro, did you hit her up after, or like did you just let her go?
Nah, I just let it go, bro.
Oh, did you not like
I
wanna be
didn't.
like?
I didn't fight,
Oh, real?
and you know why?
Why?
Because if she's not yours, she's not yours.
True.
You know what I mean? And if she doesn't come back,
Mm.
she never was yours.
Hard. Man, that's so dumb, bro. Like,
Yeah.
why would you be? Because how long were you in the relationship for?
Like 2 months.
Was it like an everyday relationship, or like once a week, or?
Now it was like, yeah, like almost every day.
Oh, nah, that's stink. That's ratchet, bro.
Yeah. Or she was the first girl I spent a birthday with.
Hey.
Yeah, like the first ever girl that
Cute.
actually like spent a birthday with like.
Did she come over, or did you go over to her, or?
Nah, she came to me like straight after school, and she was like, let's go to the park. So we went to the park, and then she just pulled out these gifts, and she was just like, happy birthday.
Oh.
And I was like, yo, because I had never spent a birthday
Yeah.
with a girl, so I was like, really, really surprised. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was cool as. And funny thing is, I actually met this girl on a
Dating app.
No, there was. I don't think dating apps were around then.
Ah, yeah.
I met this girl at a video shoot, music video shoot.
Oh.
Yeah, so long story short, dancing in this music video shoot, I see this girl that I have to dance alongside, and I'm like,
Yeah, let's go.
this chick is like bad, bro.
Yo.
And then, I'm young and I'm not driving, so
Yeah.
I was actually just gonna catch a train back, but she found that out, and she was like, "Ooh, no, catch a ride with me, we'll drop you off." And I was like, "Okay." So I jumped in with
Yo.
her, and her sister,
Yeah.
and her dad and her brother. I was
Yeah.
just like random ass. But then we were like talking and stuff and cracking up, and then just near my house,
Yeah.
I just like popped the question. I was just like, because if I didn't ask her, so I pretty much asked her for a number.
Yeah.
But if I didn't,
Yeah.
dude, that would have been it.
Yeah.
It would have been just like, oh, cool, nice to meet you on this video shoot. Take care, bye. But then because I wanted to, I just didn't want to let that chance go up. So I was just like, can I have your number?
Yeah.
And she said yes. And then we started talking hard out, calls, and then from calling and texting to meeting up after school, and then after that, bang, went out.
Damn.
And then she dumped me. That was a scary moment.
Damn.
Yeah. What about you?
Relationship wise, or like just life wise?
Anyways. Pennywise.
Let's see. Okay, there's like this one thing that happened. Like, there was this one scenario that I did for my case study last year at uni, actually.
Yeah.
So we're doing like oh, I think you probably took this class. Do you remember health and environment? I think it was. No, lifespan development.
What's this for?
You know when you're talking about microsystems, mesosystems.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Because you did social work. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were doing a case study about like how these environments affect someone growing up.
Yeah.
And then I was doing a case study on this thing that kind of affected me. So when I was little, I went to swimming school.
Yeah.
So like when I went to swimming school, it was all good. But then like there was this one day there was this like one kid from like the adult class, and he was like this huge like he was this huge fat like white boy, but he was like huge, bro.
Yeah.
And like cause we're all like learning how to swim, we're quite small, right? But this
Yeah.
guy is like massive, so he's towering over us. He's like twice our size, and then it was like a rushed period. Like, imagine 30 people getting changed in one changing room.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's just kind of trying to get ready for either the next class or going home after they finish their class. And then this dude, right, like, he just comes behind me, bro. And, like, I'm just getting changed. And he starts whipping me, bro. Yeah,
Really?
so he gets his goggles, bro, and he starts, like, whipping me. And then, like, he starts, like, talking, like, shit. But, like, for me, bro, like, this is my first time. Like, I'm small, so I don't know what's going on. I'm just like, well, what's going on? So I was just stood in fear, bro. I was like shocked there. And then like everybody in the changing rooms, they stopped and then they looked at what was going on.
Yeah.
But like nobody did anything else. They just looked, G.
Yeah.
Because this is all just white people and Asians.
Yeah.
So they're not like gonna be like, yo. You just start, yeah. Because they don't want to get into that, right? That's just their culture. So he just started whipping me and started like calling me names and shit. And then like, bro, I had no idea why. And then like, afterwards, like, so I was getting changed, but while I was getting changed, like he just kept whipping me the whole time, man.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck. In my head, I was just like, okay, get changed, get out, get changed, get out. That's all in my head.
Yeah.
Because if there's fight or flight, I was like flight that time.
Yeah.
So after I got changed, like I left, but that whole time, bro, people were just looking at it. So imagine the whole room, like people stopped getting changed. They're like, oh, gee, look at this. And then so I went out to the car, and then I was like, I just sat in my car. My mom was like, yo, what's wrong? Because she saw I was like walking the stairs, and then I just started crying, and then like she took me to the front, and then she was like, okay, show me who this boy is, but I was just sacking it there. And then the boy, like, he was with his dad, and then he walked like straight in front of us, and I could have told her like that was the boy, but then I was just too fearful there. And I remember that thing, it still kind of gets me to this day.
Yeah.
It's not like a hard out scar, but it's just like one of those like, man, that was fucked up, I should have done something.
I think something like that is like a bad pass, but it can also be like something to strengthen you. Cause
Yeah.
then you just look at it now, because now you're probably looking at it like, oh yeah, because you're a kid.
Yeah.
And usually kids, yeah, I've had some bully moments. I was bullied one time.
Yeah.
And then I just threw a punch, and then I got in trouble. Oh, what did I? Hello, check. Okay, true. Yeah, I got in trouble for punching the bully, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, why did I get in trouble? But like, it's all strengthening, because before that moment, that bully was actually bullying me for quite a while. So it took all of that build up for me to just finally be like, bang.
Boom.
Yeah. But it took too long. It took way too long. And yeah, that's that topic.
Yeah. I guess it just shows you like what to stand up for and what to let go.
Yeah.
Right?
Some things are actually like some moments the answer is actually to take flight or to just ignore it.
Yeah.
Like there's moments where like you have someone like an aggressor coming in, being aggressive. That's fire. You fuel it with more fire, dude, it just doesn't work out. But if you just walk away, that fire's gonna burn itself out. So
the times when you see that the most, I've realized when you grow older, is actually the clubs.
Yeah.
Like especially outside when everybody's just waiting. And bro, I remember this one time, so the group that I go out with, they're pretty confrontational. When I used to go out clubbing, they're like real, like they don't care. Like they'll take a fight if they want to.
Who's this?
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I know them?
Nah, you don't.
Okay,
you don't.
cool.
You
So it's
don't.
not.
You don't know them. So like, if someone cuts in line or someone does like something dodgy, or like if someone just says something or like does something that's a bit off, they're instantly like, yo, what's up? What's going on? Do you not like? And then for me, I'm like, bro, just let it go. Like sometimes being a man isn't
showing your fist.
Yeah. And then they're like, but if we don't stand up for ourselves, But I'm like, gee, if you stand up for yourself and you die, that's it. Like if they have a knife, bro, it's game over. Like if they have a gun, that's game over. Then standing up for yourself worth it? And that's always my argument. But then like,
They have a point and you have a point, so it's two valid points.
Yeah.
Because in one, you stand up for yourself. If you never stand up for yourself, then people are gonna walk all over you.
Yeah.
But in two, there's that danger that when you stand up for yourself, and there's that one time you shouldn't have, you suffer the ultimate consequence.
Yeah.
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 I have those kind of friends as well. But I think what's happened is over time, when we were young, when you're younger, you're very hot-headed.
Yeah.
And over time, I didn't even think it's like you mature. I didn't think me and my friends have matured. I think me and my friends just can't be bothered. Like, I can't be bothered. It takes so much energy to get into a fight, to do the fight, have the fight, and then to go through all the extra stuff after the fight, like the talking, the girl crying, like the girl mate crying, the what do you call it? The lecture, like, why'd you do it, Uso? Why'd you go to fight for? Ruin the night, and then being that person that ruined the night. Like, it's just so much energy that I think about that all the time. And then when I look at someone that, like, probably kind of annoys me a little, I'm just like, ugh, it's like not worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
And I just like walk away, because I'd rather end off the night coming home from a good night out with my mates and just being like, yo, than to be like freaking like out there. And I've even been the one to stop it too. Like, there's been times when we've gone out, or when I've gone out, and you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And gets that brother of ours gets a little bit rowdy sometimes, or can get easily convinced to jump on the on the fisticuffs.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I've been with him, I'm always down to protect. I'm always down for it, but I'm always down when it's the righteous time to.
Yeah.
But then if it's just like out of the small things, then I'm always like, nah, G, don't worry about it, leave it.
But then, have you ever like? So the thing that I've learned about those situations, like, I always see it as time and place, right?
Yeah.
Time and place for everything. But then I remember I was having an argument with one of the mates about it, because we both knew that we had valid points, but we both stood for our values, and that's when I realized, like, sometimes, like, you know, you just gotta let it go. Even as a friend, you can't tell someone how to live their life.
Yeah, true.
Like, if they want to fight, that's up to you, but it's up to you to not want to hang out with them as well when they go out to that place. So yeah, it's hard, because like at one point you want to look out for your friends, but then they choose, at the end of the day, they choose their values and they choose what's meaningful for them. And if that means standing up for everything that happens to them, then that's kind of what you got to live with as a friend as well. Yeah.
As values taken from your main environment, which is home.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
That's like your immediate environment, right?
Yeah.
That's like where everything kind of starts off with.
So then you guys bring what you receive at home, you bring it out with you.
Yep.
Yeah. See,
so.
then that's pretty much what you said. They're both valid points, but it's just like. And my little answer, if I were to have an opinion, it would just be, there's a time and a place. And I think you just got to know that. Like, there's a time and a place to stand up and be like, yo, gee, that's not right.
Yeah.
But then there's also a time and a place to be like, nah, it's not worth it. And all of us don't have it yet. Like, all of us don't know it. Because there's times when I'm like, I stood up and then I'm like, oh, crap. I should have just shut up.
Yeah.
I should have just shut up. And then there's times when I shut up and then I was like, dude, I could have done something. You know what I mean? So it's just trying to know those times.
Has there ever been times where, like, could you give an example of a time when you stood up and, bro, there's one time, like, when I was with my ex, like, someone bumped into her, and I was pumped on testosterone, right? I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Why are you bumping into my girl? And then, like, this guy was like, he was miles, like, twice my size, fucking bulky, like, not bulky, but he was built.
Yeah.
He's like you, bro. He was like you, but he bumped into her.
What club was this?
This wasn't a club. This was just like walking. But like,
okay.
You know, when people choose to, like, you can choose to like, angle yourself, or you can choose to just walk like a brick wall, you know. Yeah. And he was walking like a brick wall, and then he bumped into her, and I was like, obviously that's your girl. So I was like, bro, what the fuck? So I was angry as, but then like she pulled me back, and then afterwards I was like, yo, shop. I would have lost it.
You're like, thanks. Thank you so much.
But then I tell her, I was just like, nah, I would have had him.
But really, in the moment, you're like, please grab me, please.
Because I just heard her. I heard her. I like make the sound like, oh fuck, and then I was like, yo, what the fuck? Who did that?
Yeah.
And then, oh fuck, lucky yeah.
And then you turn and you're like, so you just, who did that?
But like you already commit to like
Yeah.
doing, because you
So
know
you
when,
gotta go the whole mile, bro.
bro, you know these ones where you're like, yo,
Yeah.
it wasn't like a, it was like, yo, who the
And
Bro.
yeah, bro.
oh man.
What did the guy do?
He turned back for a second, but then he kept walking. But he was like real angry, so I don't know. He was like just angry, like I think he just had a bad day or some shit.
Yeah, you could just feel it.
Yeah, you could just feel those vibes.
Like what kind of, what race? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Oh, he was white, but like not the nice kind of white, but like, you know, nice suburban white, and then there's like dirty kind of like
Yeah.
kind of rough around the edges white.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like more that
okay,
side.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've what's the moments for me? For who did I stand up for? I didn't even think I ever stood up. I think I was
It was
just
the time I sat down for.
No, I think it's because I'm more like, if it happens. But there is that one story, the one that you're talking about, that you laughed at when I said I don't go looking for a fight. There's that story. But that is like a one-off.
Yeah,
I think.
but that was funny, bro.
Yeah.
I can't believe you did that.
Yeah, me neither.
Damn, bro.
Me
Because
neither.
like, you've matured a lot in these last few years, I reckon.
Yeah. Yeah. Why? I don't know why. I think it's just like, yeah. So I think for me it's just passive aggressive. So I'm just like, I just like leave it. I can't be bothered. But when I do stand up, I actually that's the word. I'm very logical nowadays.
Yeah.
Very logical.
Yeah.
If it doesn't make sense in my head, I'm like, what's the point?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna call it. Yeah, we're probably gonna make this a bonus episode because originally, I was meant to talk with this guy about loose change because we have loose change coming up, and it ended up being like this live talk, which was actually pretty good. Like I haven't had a live talk in a while. This was fun.
It was cool. It
Yeah.
just started out. It started very organically.
Yeah.
That's all.
All right, we'll see you on last episode because this will be bonus episode.
Yes. Watch the last episode first, and then watch this episode.